Welcome to Razorback Rundown, Razorback TV's first ever pregame show. I'm Isabella Labrada, and alongside me is Myles West, and we're going to be talking about some of the most important and exciting topics for this year's football season.
I'm so excited to be here. And Isabella, we're going to start by looking back and seeing what happened last year, and then we're going to have some important interviews with some of our cheerleaders, Red Line members, and some of our band members.
I think we also have some football players too, Myles, and after that we're going to break down the starting lineup for both offense and defense and wrap it up with some of our key players of last year's stats. So stick around and let's hear about all things Razorback.
To start things off, I really just want to talk about how the last couple of years we haven't made it to the playoffs since 2020, and that's a big thing that I think we're really trying to change this year.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Ever since my freshman year, we haven't gone to playoffs, and it's my senior year, so I'm hoping to see that change this year. And we had some improvement last year and won 6 games, and I'm hoping we build off of that this year.
There has been some good improvement the last 2 years. We're going to check out these stats from last year to see how far the Razorbacks have actually came. We're going to check out last year's stats from each game with some of our starters. This year, we have Malik Dangerfield going into the 12th grade playing safety for us. He also plays on the offensive side of the ball. And then we also have Marquand Taylor, who has offers from U of A Monticello playing defensive end for us. He's a great player and going into his senior year. And then we have Davion, or as we call him, Bam. He's going into the 12th grade. He's 6 foot, 205, great player. He's playing nose.
Yes, it's really exciting to see the seniors that I grew up with play, and it's a nice feeling to see us all come together and just have a bunch of school spirit. It's really exciting. But now that we're looking at the offense, let's switch over to offense. Sorry, Malik Dangerfield. I've heard so much about him, and it's actually exciting to watch them play.
Especially when they're on both sides of the ball, they're just so good at what they do, and they're out there on defense and offense. And then we also have our guy Tony Noble. He's in the 10th grade playing as a sophomore. He started as a freshman on varsity last year, and he has offers from Missouri State and Sam Houston State. He's balling out there. And then what else were we going to talk about?
Grayson Nairns, number 55, he's in 11th grade. He's been on varsity since his freshman year, I think, so it's exciting to see his improvement as the years go by.
Another one of those guys that also plays on both sides of the ball sometime. When he first came in here playing freshman year, he was at defensive end, and now he's here at center. Just shows you how much can really change and what the coaches are doing to make a new impact for this team.
Yes, some of the key decisions this year have been, I'm excited to see all the key decisions Coach Outlaw has made this year, because with a solid defense and balanced offense, the Razorbacks are totally aiming for going to the playoffs and finally break that playoff drought.
It's time to get to see them win some games.
All right, so let's hear from some of our senior interviews and how they're feeling about their senior year now.
It's exciting. I'm really nervous because I know that every game is getting closer to us not having another one, but I'm taking it all in. I'm excited about it. For this year's football season, hoping that we win, or that we gain more memories throughout the season, and we kind of learn more about each other in our school and the spirit.
I'm excited, but I'm also sad. It's a big milestone knowing how far I've actually made it. But it's also, it's very sad in a way because it's the last one, but I'm happy. I'm excited to see the progress that Outlaw has made, I guess. He talks a lot about it and big about it, so I'm looking forward to seeing all of that.
It's a superficial feeling. I know that it's really just a football game, but it's also the last time I ever get to run on the field for the first time, so, it's really just a chance to be in the playoffs. I haven't been in the playoffs yet in my high school career, and I haven't got the experience, so I'd love to experience this year, and that's the goal always. So.
Man, it's just so inspiring to hear from those seniors. It's their last game here, and they're just so excited to be here. You can tell with the school spirit that they bring.
It is incredibly insane to see everyone come together because, it's my senior year too. It's exciting and it's so exhilarating and a little nostalgic too. So seeing that other seniors have that same feeling, it's comforting in a way. It's like we're all coming together. Next, let's dive into some of our top players from last year's stats. First up, we have Tony Noble. He's number 14, and he's a running back this year. He had He's a running back this year, and he had 66 carries and 313 yards in total, with a total of 4 touchdowns by the end of last year.
Great player, very great player. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we have our guy, Christian Roberts, number 21, with 57 total tackles, 48 solo tackles, and 6 TFLs. He's a great player on defense, really gets back there, and we really need him. He's a great leader and good influence to the team.
You know, it's incredibly insane to me to talk about Tony a little bit. It's so crazy to me that he is in 10th grade and he's been starting since his freshman year, which we see that a lot in Arkansas High, but with football it's a different thing because there are so many participants. So seeing someone who has such good talent is incredibly insane to me because it's like, wow, this kid is doing better than kids who have been in football all 4 years.
Exactly, and getting offers as a sophomore is not an easy thing to do.
It is not, and he has offers from Missouri State and Sam Houston State, isn't that?
That makes you think, like, what's going to happen in the next 2 years. He's still got 2 years of Division I football left, or not Division I, high school football left, and you never know what can happen, man.
Yeah, I hope to see him make it to Division I football. That's absolutely insane. It makes me proud to be a Razorback. Speaking of tough games, we have to talk about the big ones on the schedule. We've got Lakeside, Parkview, Hot Springs, and Camden Fairview, which have all been pretty tough games the past few years. So these are going to be some of the most pivotal games this year.
Exactly. We're in a really tough division, but you know, those are the people we're going to have to go through to get to the playoffs, and we're going to have a long road ahead of us, but I'm confident in our team this year.
Me too. Well, that's all for today's show. Thanks for tuning in to Razorback Rundown. I'm Isabel Labrada.
And I'm Myles West. Make sure to catch us next week for Razorback football.
Sorry, that made me laugh.
Razorball. And I'm Myles West. Well, hold up. And I'm Myles West. Make sure to catch us next week for Razorback football. We're so excited to go. Let's go, Hogs.
Let's go, Hogs.